Welcome back, Alchemists. This is Abundance Thursdays with myself, Walter Morello, and the great Vinney Smile Chopra. Vinney, welcome back, brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. It's so exciting to be really ready for Thursday morning, 9 a.m. walking. But today I'm here because I will be in the car in about 30 minutes or so, 35 minutes. And so exciting to be here with Abundance Mindset with Vinney and Walter, brother. Yeah.
So, Vinney, you were mentioning your appointment this morning is not a small appointment. You're hanging out with some really high-level players. You're considering building a business, which ties into today's principle, right? Today's principle is principle 5 and 6, which is 1 is build a business. And then principle 6 is your business must solve a problem. So I got to assume the business you're building solves a problem, right?
That's right. That's the key. That's the real key. I've known this family for 5 years now, actually, and they're multi-billionaires. I mean, it's just so exciting to get to know them, how humble they are. And my daughter coming from San Francisco, and I'm going from here to have lunch with them today and talk about business propositions to starting a new business. They're in real estate and in lots of other things, in startups and business. Actually, I want to really thank them because my cybersecurity company also, biggest angel investors were they, which is going to become $2 to $3 billion company. Yeah.
Pretty amazing, right? And this is just from, I'm sure you had lunch with them at some other point. And
yeah, I did. Oh, yeah. No, we have talked and texted so many times every 2-3 weeks or month. We have been texting, and today is the day they're going to meet my daughter first time, and it will be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. So we got in our mind.
A lot going on. This explains why you're in a suit. Your abundance, your mindset has been what's driving all of this. So I want to tie into principle 5, right? Principle 5 is build a business. You have to build a business. What are some of the benefits that people who are investing in real estate or people who are looking to build wealth, why should somebody build a business even though they got a great W-2 that's bringing them money? What are some of the benefits of building a business?
Oh my gosh, there are amazing benefits, tax benefits, your personal, bringing more cash flows, streams. That's how I look at it. W-2 is great, but W-2 is like cage, like a shackles, it limits us. We just got to go there 8 to 5. Many of the jobs don't even let you, breathe after work also,
they force you to take a lunch, like this, all these different things. Yeah,
exactly. But where you can really use your talents, I really believe that it's not in the W-2 job. Sorry, employers. I also employ team members. But the thing is, one should always utilize the time, get the job done quicker. In my motivational speaking, I would love to share that. I never share these things. I used to be busy for only 2.5 months in a year for 37 years. Just about 2.5 months giving presentations and this and that. But my back office will book all these things and keep my clients happy and everything like that. So it gave me so much time and energy, to look into different streams of income and so on like that. So building a business should be definitely everybody's mind. If you don't have a small business, a side hustle, or Airbnb, or have a triplex or duplex or fourplex, eightplex, then you're just not really utilizing your power of bringing more. Not money is not everything, but it's like Zig Ziglar said, right? You can be starving with money, or you can be starving without money, right?
I'd rather be starving with money.
With money, brother.
I'd rather be fed with both, right?
I know. Yeah. And then also, take your family for vacations and have the, education fund for your children and, and give to charities and things like that, right? So building a business in your liking. Okay, let me say that again. You can build a business just to make money. But you could build a business of your liking, your strengths, your hobbies, like what I'm doing in my life right now at 71. I'll be 71 in August. August is
still a long way away, Vinney. You're 70.
I know my wife says, hey, you're only 70. Don't say 71. Which she's right. But, I just tell my mind, because when I reach 71, I'll be looking into 72. So it's always great to tell your body, you're older than you are. Because reverse ways, look at that.
Yep.
A lot of us say, I don't want to tell my age. I don't want to tell my age. In my thinking is, you know what? I tell my subconscious, Vinney, you are 81 years of age today. I mean, so how would I live my life, right? All those things anyway. But the thing is,
that is so cool, by the way. That is so cool. Like, I'm going to start telling myself I'm already 150. This is how I feel at 150. So when I get there, I'll be like, I still feel this way. It still feels great, I'm taking this, Vinney. I want to live forever.
No, I mean, I look at this, right? I like to sit straight. I mean, that's something, right? Even there is a vertical something I saw on Amazon. You could even buy that little gadget. You could put it in the backside over here, and it shakes you. It vibrates if you're slouching. No, if you're slouching.
Yeah, I love that.
I love it. I have it, actually. I just saw the charger. I need to find the gizmo.
Yeah, the worst. You get the charger or you got the gizmo. You don't have the charger, one or the other. So we know we got to build a business, right? We got to build a business.
Yeah.
There's tax benefits. One of the things you didn't mention, but
I mean, it's just not the tax benefits.
Oh, you're saying lifestyle.
Building the lifestyle. It's the passion of your hobby, because when you retire or you say bye-bye to W2 job, that's when you can even, I started at 56 or whatever happened, but I wish I'd started 36. Oh my gosh. I'll be all over the globe. I mean, brother, because my wife believed in me. I didn't believe in myself. Wow. This is very important, what I'm saying right now. I was shackled. I liked security. I liked to be just known in my field of motivation speaking, fundraising, and things like that. I had built that, status in my company. And I just didn't want to spell up, leave it all. And I was major stockholder in the company, and it was growing and everything like that, right? I started when there were 2 companies. When I left, there were 24 companies in the same business. I mean, in different businesses, but same private company, started in 1855. Anybody wants to check it out? Southwestern.com, where I sold my books and encyclopedias. Brother, I was with them 40 years.
40 years.
40. I never really, so I was shackled. I look back at it, made me multimillionaire, but when I retired in 2015, but the key thing is you got to have a side hustle. Our side hustle started 41 years back. We'll be married 43 years. When I moved to California, that's when the side hustle started for me, 43 years back. Getting a rental.
Side hustle?
One rental home, which I bought for $65,500. Sometime I talk about it, paid only $11,500. It became $310,000. What? 65 to 10. That's California, brother.
That's California.
I refinanced it for 3.95%, I think, took out $290,000. I hardly talk about it. That got me started, bought 3 homes in Arizona, 1 in Georgia or someplace, 1 in Texas. That's how we started the journey.
That's amazing.
But you got to look into that. You just always be looking at where you are. How can you start a side hustle in real estate? Hold on. Real estate is the game that Vinney and Walter is in. I've been in it for 43 years. When we bought our first home for $99,000 and a Valentine's Day, brand new home with interest rate of 14.75%.
Woo!
14.75%.
Yeah. Double what it is today.
Feel it's 6.5% or 7.5%, and we are not buying anything. That's ridiculous. We are just so spoiled. We are spoiled like crazy. But there are deals to be got. I got 4 deals yesterday. 4 deals.
Amazing.
I'm looking into Texas, Georgia, Florida, hotels, multifamily, Arizona. Hold on. I'm opening up in Arizona big times in senior assisted livings. Oh my gosh. I mean, I just had the meeting with the biggest administrator. I have in my pocket, and my brother and I, Craig Shaw, he's there right now in Scottsdale. We are buying so much in Scottsdale. And then the key thing is assisted senior living, which I've been dreaming of for 5 years. And this has come to fruition. My goal was to start another 2 billion in that. I think this could be the landmark to really get on that, oh my gosh. Oh.
Vinney, so you're just one, you shared something that I hadn't heard you mention, like this idea of real estate was your side hustle. You ran a W-2 job for 41 years or 40 years,
40
which,
years.
For a lot of people who are listening to becoming wealthy, they're like, how did you become wealthy through a W-2 job? You had stock in the company. You were literally building the company, and you had this side hustle on the side for 41 years that you were building.
Yes,
so
sir.
Like these two combined created your wealth.
My $1 became $6,700.
Mm-hmm.
What? My $1 I invested in the company, and they'll give only the stocks, privately held company. Only when you grow, you get stocks, options. Yep. And I bought them. I kept on buying every single dollar I had, and that became 67 times. That's written.
Nope. I love that, because I owned stock from Coca-Cola when I worked there, Walmart when I worked there, from Johnson & Johnson when I worked there in EXP. And I just hold on to the stock. It's like, hey, all those companies have done amazing. It's like, hey, just keep going.
Exactly. You got to really look in where you have come in the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and so on like that. And then you make decisions for the next 5 years. If you're not happy in the last 5 years, or 2.5 years, or 5 months even, you got to change the course, because we are the CEO of our life. I mean, this life will while away. It will go away. Just like I say, always, I love this, brother. I love this. I've been using it all the time. This is the future. This is the future. This is the future. This is present right here. This is past. So the time is flowing through. Time is flowing through every second. Here is where you can change the destiny. Here is where you reach the goals. Here you concentrate to really make your life the best life ever. Live in the moment, right here. Don't worry about this. You can't change 30 seconds back. We should not spend time in the past. Learn from it, but never, even half an hour back, if you were slugging around, if you were not happy, if you were not this, you were not really up to your potential. Don't worry about it. Worry about today, right this moment. Anyway, I just love this analogy.
I bought one because of you too, man.
I know. Gary Cupid. Gary, thank you, brother. I want to acknowledge him from Vancouver. He's a success coach. He came in my life and kind of shared this example. I ordered it from Amazon. But the thing is, you got to take care of your life. That's what we're talking about, business. And, to start a business doesn't need much money. I started this $1 billion business with $1,000. $1,000.
You started the business with less than 10 grand. You started with $1,000.
$1,000, brother.
This right here is what you started this business with.
That's it. I mean, I had money, but my family.
But your wife said no.
No. My daughter said no. My son, I don't know. He's kind of quiet, but everybody said no. Don't get into it. 15,
so
16.
If you're listening to this, you just jumped in, you just tuned in. I see we got a bunch of people on Facebook right now. So if you're wondering, like, what is Vinney talking about? Today we're talking about principle 5 and 6. Vinney, if you've never heard of him before, Vinney Smile Chopra is one of the major syndicators across the country, owns over $800 million worth of real estate. He's on track to become a billionaire, and he's helping his investors level up their lives as well. I just found out Vinney actually owns $1.6 billion worth of real estate. He's a partner on the other half of his portfolio.
Yes.
So his partners own the other half, but he's built this $1.6 billion portfolio, which is amazing. And I know a lot of syndicators actually track themselves. They're like, oh, I own this much, or I control this much, is what they say. So Vinney's been a billionaire in that sense for a long time, which is just super cool to me. So as we're talking, Wealth Principle 1, Wealth Principle 5 was build a business. So Vinney just kind of went over like why you need to build a business. Now, Wealth Principle 6, I want to talk about this before we end today and before you go off to your multi-billion dollar meeting with your friends.
Yes, luncheon meeting. It's going to be amazing. Yeah.
Wealth Principle 6 is your business must solve a problem. So if you're new to the Wealth Principles, these are designed to double your income, double your net worth. Vinney Chopra is a billionaire. We're having him review these and just give his insights because I think it makes more sense to come from somebody who's already been there. He's been alive for 70 years, but he's been in business and real estate for 41 years. And he really got into syndication about 15, 16 years ago when he was 54 years old. So that Colonel Sanders is no longer my hero. Now it's Vinney Smile Chopra. So Vinney, why does a business have to solve a problem? Why is it so important? Why do we always say your business must solve a problem? Why is this principle so important to you? What does it mean?
I'm so glad what you're asking me, brother Walter. The thing is, why should you have a company? The company is only to solve a problem of a customer, because the revenues to the company, which is the engine, the marketing, sales, that's the engine of the train. If you're building a train, you need a great engine in the front. Literally, to leave the station, I call it like that. It takes a lot of effort, by the way, for an engine to pull the train from the station. It takes 5 or 10 times more torque or force. And then once it starts rolling, it takes less time and energy when the business has started. So it's so important to solve a problem, because your revenues will be driven by solving a unique problem of the avatar of the customer.
You just used my favorite word. Right? So too many business owners work with us like in real estate, and they're like, okay, like I want to go get money. Right? I want somebody to pay me. It's like, okay, well, who are you serving and what problem do you solve? Like
exactly.
Without that question asked, I don't know if your business is worth anything. I don't know if there's anything that you can do.
Totally, brother. You've got to really write it down. Don't just say, let me try this. Let me open up. How many businesses fail?
I'm good at landscaping. I'm a great landscaper. Well, is there a problem in the marketplace? Does your city need a landscaper?
Landscaping, and would you be better? Where is your target? Would you be doing in your backyard? All the customers, and you survey, you go to Google, you do interviews, pretend that you're hiring somebody. Hold on. Hiring somebody, and you ask them to send you a proposal and things and see what they're doing, and then find out everything about your competition. Then you design a business, why you're unique. Yeah. What are some of the negatives in their business that you could make it as positive? Are they doing online advertising? Are they really putting some videos? Are they doing some campaigns? See, all those things can stem from finding the unique problem solving of their business. Yeah.
I want to play with this with business that you own. So like, this is something you have actual inside information, like knowledge. You saw a problem in the marketplace. You keep calling it the silver tsunami, right? This is the big problem you see coming forward, is that our favorite generation, the baby boom generation, who built all of America, like the last 80 years, they really built us. And now they're aging out. And so you saw that as the biggest population, biggest generation, you saw as a problem because their kids don't want to take care of them. The kids, one, don't have the time because the economy is just so much tighter. Now both households, like both partners in the household, are working.
Yes.
And so there's nobody sitting at home watching kids. So the baby boom generation is now aging out. They're losing their faculties. They're losing their ability to just take care of themselves.
Yes.
And so you being a real estate professional, mastering, syndication, large multifamilies, developments, you shifted into residential assisted living. Like, how did you know this solved the problem? Because we can say, old people getting older. Like, how did you know there was a demand? How did you know that this was an actual problem?
Walter, thank you so much. Again, it was what you think and read and listen to. And that's what I've been doing all my life. The key thing was 5 years back or so, I started looking into some graphs and look at the trends and look at the reports, how much shortage is there of the senior living. And especially there are 5 different sectors of senior living. by the way. But then I started to even go further into them. And I said, no, I'm not going to be in the first phase, not the second phase, where it's built to rent and it's, senior communities, they don't need much help. But then the middle part was the assisted living and memory care, which I felt I could contribute a lot more. And then on the right side was the nursing homes and rehab centers, which are big with medical equipments. And it's a whole business, a lot more risks involved and all that. I'm a very risk-averse guy. I do my very best things to see. So I said, okay, assisted living and memory care. Then I said, okay, you know what? Do I want to go to residential or multifamily? My expertise is in multifamily. So I said, let's go for 88 units to 94 units, which we have been building now with my partner. And we are doing fabulous. Now in Arizona, I said, you know what? There are so many other opportunities in residential. Less than 88 units, like 50 units, 40 units. Even yesterday, we had a tour of a house right there, and we found the best of the best administrative director. What? And she's got 6 of them. And now we are bringing her as partner into the business.
Perfect. You're recruiting people. This goes back to one of the other principles that we talked about. You're always looking for the people.
You got it, brother. Yeah, you got it. Cool. I mean, we are having meetings. We have now number 1 realtor in Arizona in commercial who is talking to us, and number 1 residential realtor in Arizona. What? And we're going to be building in Scottsdale, where it's the mecca of seniors. And I've been dreaming about. Dreaming about Arizona. I can't even talk for the last 3 years. 3 years.
And it makes sense because you're right there in California. You see
I'm so close.
Migration.
I can get on the airplane and go there, brother.
And you see the migration of people leaving California, going to Arizona. It's an obvious retirement destination for the Californians.
Totally.
You got Las
Florida,
Vegas, which is for
Texas,
the party
Virginia,
animals.
Arizona, brother. Oh my gosh. So I'm so tickled, and we are starting $100 million fund. I just got the PPM last night. So that's going to buy me $400 million worth of real estate more. And I have 3 hotels I'm looking at. I just got a deal in Arizona. In Georgia. I've got another deal in Texas. It's just amazing. I just love.
And so now you just threw this out there. So your business solves the problem, right? It solves the silver tsunami, but kind of now you've got piqued my interest. This fund that's coming out, this is not what you've traditionally done. In the past, you would work off of one project at a time, right?
I have done 4 funds before out of my 40 syndications, 4 funds. Funds are a vehicle where you can raise 40 million, 50 million, 60 million, 100 million, like that. Then you have money available by doing a cash call to the investors who have already filled out the paperwork and everything. Then you can jump into the deal and you can close it in 15 days.
Right.
Or
the
something
fund
very
allows
quickly.
you to have flexibility so that you can be putting in offers,
going
hard on offers instead of having to raise everything and doing it out of pocket.
Exactly. If you're doing a specific syndication, you find the deal, you do due diligence, takes you about a month or so, right? 30 days. Then you get the legal paperwork started. So you have only month and a half to raise all the money.
Right.
Because 90-day close, right? In the fund, you raise the money up there, then you keep on buying all these in different LLCs.
It's a system.
That's the beauty.
Yeah. It's interesting. That's what we did originally. We started with a fund and we just said, okay, we're just going to buy because it seemed simpler for us because we weren't doing big syndications at the time. Now we see the value of the syndication, diversify our partnerships, diversify our projects. And I learned a lot of it from you, Vinney. I'll be honest. A lot of it is just the conversations we're having. I realize, okay, that makes sense. I see why he does it. We should do the same thing. Being risk adverse. I think if you're just jumping into this call, Vinney was talking about wealth principle 5, which is build a business, and then wealth principle 6, your business must solve a problem. If you're just logging in now, we are going to get off because Vinney does have a meeting with a couple of billionaires, family, multi-billionaires, and he's going to go start his next business that solves a problem. And so Vinney has been doing this call with us every Thursday. We call this the Abundance Thursdays. If you're getting value from it, drop something in the comments. Like, take your biggest takeaway, share with Vinney so that he can see what's happening, and share this with somebody else, somebody who is looking to level themselves up, somebody who maybe is on the fence of starting a business. These principles 5 and 6 are really valuable to somebody who's just wondering, should I even start? How do I choose a business? What was given in today's call was really valuable. And if you want to learn more about Vinney Chopra, he's got a course on Alchemist Nation called Syndication Made Easy. Go and check out the course. If you're learning about syndication and want to learn how to buy multifamilies without using your own money, while helping your investors, while helping your community, while doing bigger projects that can afford management instead of these small little ones that take a lot of your own time, Vinney's got a lot of reasons why syndication.
I appreciate that, brother. Walter, if I may kind of wrap up by saying it's all in the mind. What you think is what you will achieve. I'm not saying anything different. I mean, all these mentors have taught me who I am today, and my whole thinking is so at a higher level of abundance mindset, positivity mindset, and no uncanny, live life with no fear, I call it. We should have a whole episode on just taking that step. How many of us believe that I should have taken that step 3 days back, or 10 days back, or 3 years back, or 30 years back? You are not old at all. Who you are right now, you can join. You could start the business. Today is the topic of starting a business. I hope everybody starts a new business. Even if you have 10 businesses, start the 11th one. Start the 12th one. I'm telling you, the idea is that your time is limited. Everybody's time is limited, but the busiest people have more time. What did I say right? I don't know. The most successful people have more time, by the way.
That is the truth. It's funny. I own quite a few businesses, and I find I have all the free time in the world because I've taken on the right partners. I've gotten the right education. I've gotten the right mentors, and we're all singularly focused on the same goal. We started off with building 100 millionaires. We're inspired to build 100 millionaires, and Vinney has leveled us up. Now we're focused on 1 million millionaires. But we're allowed to take the next 10 years to get there. So
that's okay. We are here, brother. And the key thing is, as we build millionaires, they're going to build their whole circle of millionaires. See, the thing is, when the attitude, when the thinking level, when the mindset reaches that height of breakthrough, the breakthrough, like Tony Robbins talks about, we got to break through right now, brother, and get into the rhythm of starting a new business.
This is amazing.
Next Thursday, please put yourself a reminder on your calendar, on your iPhone, on your Android, and meet us and ask us questions. We are here to serve you. Thank you so much.
Cheers to your success. We have a choice. Always work with the best. We'll see you next week.